Hey guys, I'm here at the Tattoo Festival. Yes, there's a lot of people in here. So going to be going around and talk to some tattoo artists. Going to ask them some good little questions, so get ready. What's your favorite tattoo that you've done up to this point?
My favorite tattoo, I would definitely say my favorite tattoo is a Beetlejuice inspired tattoo. So it was a lady face and it was customized and it had like the cartoon Beetlejuice in it. Lydia like tattooed above the eyebrow, and that was really fun and colorful.
Okay. What's like the most challenging project you had to do with tattoos?
I would say anything over a scar. So like tummy tuck scars I've done like breast augmentation scars and I've tattooed. So that kind of gets a little bit more, you have to put more thought into that and be a little bit more careful. So working with a different type of skin.
Okay. So who or what inspired you to do tattooing?
I've always been into art my whole life, and honestly coming to my first tattoo convention is what really opened up my eyes to the industry, seeing it in a different perspective. And I just knew I wanted to do tattooing from there, and just kind of graduated high school, started an apprenticeship, and been doing it for 8 years now.
That's nice. So, what got you into doing tattooing?
I've always been an artist since I was a child. I was actually in the medical field. And then I got a job at a tattoo shop to pay for medical school, and I ended up loving that way more.
Okay. Hey, listen, you got to start somewhere.
Absolutely.
So, what's been the most challenging tattoo you've done up to this point?
Well, there was a woman who's had a side piece I was working on, and she really didn't give me much instruction, and we were kind of making up the style as we went. And it ended up being a full color piece from up here by her armpit all the way down to her knee, and I ended up winning second place in Cleveland for that tattoo. So,
oh man!
And it took me 2.5 years.
What's one project that you want to do in the near future?
Oh, I want to do a big, bright, colorful, photorealistic, like beach scene. I think it would be pretty awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite part about festivals like this?
My favorite part is networking with new artists, seeing how they are inspired, and they inspire me to do better. So that's my favorite part, and collabing and being with my homies the whole time, you know what I'm saying? So that's good.
What's like the wildest tattoo you've ever done?
The wildest tattoo?
Yeah.
That would have to be the diamond on the girl's taint.
Really?
Yeah.
Shoot.
She wanted a diamond on her taint, so when her boyfriend was doing it from the back, he could see the bling bling.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, shoot, I might have to take a look at it if you have it posted up somewhere.
I don't have that one posted at all. I don't have a picture of that.
What's your first getting into tattooing?
I've always been an artist. I love to draw, but I went to go get a tattoo, and the artist was like, well, have you ever thought about tattooing? And I was like, no, not really. And so he was like, well, give me the money for a kit, I'll buy the kit, and I'll show you some things. So it kind of took off from there.
What's like the most favorite tattoo you've done so far?
I love tattooing lots of color and Pokemon, so it would have to be one of the Pokemon pieces I've done.
Okay, that's nice. So, let's see. So, how did you first get into tattooing?
Well, I used to be a server, and I kind of got sick of the whole serving industry, and because I love drawing, I love painting and everything, I wanted to do something in my life I was more passionate about.
Okay. What was the most challenging tattoo you've done so far?
Oh boy, there's been a lot of things I've done. I've had to complete like a whole back piece while doing the convention and everything in a couple days. That's been pretty challenging. I say Nordic tattoos are very challenging as well and everything. So it just depends on the tattoo and who the client is. You pretty much have a challenge with every tattoo you do.
Anything that inspired you to go into tattoo full time?
Growing up, I've always drawn to the aspect of putting art permanently on someone's body. I feel it is a very challenging but personal career, and that was something I was very drawn to. I originally wanted to be an art teacher, but I found myself driving more towards the aspect of being a tattoo artist.
Okay. Question I would like to ask you. Now, what got you into tattooing?
Man, artistry. I wanted to be one my entire life, so I was excited. Let's give it up for these two guys. It's intriguing for me, and the stories and the connections you make with people, meeting people and tattooing them. So I've always been into it.
What's like the most favorite tattoo you've done so far?
That's a good question because I don't have a favorite because it varies with stories. Like either I customize a great piece or I had a great story with the client. So it kind of changes day to day.
Okay. And do you have anyone who or what inspired you to do tattooing?
A lot of people. I look up to a lot of people in the art industry. I have several friends. I can name numerous amount of people like Big Jazz, Danger Dave, Oba. The list goes on. There's so many amazing artists. They all encourage me and inspire me to do great pieces and, change up my style a little bit sometimes.
What inspires your artwork the most?
What inspires my artwork the most is when people let me create my own stuff. They give me an idea, let me create.
Exactly, like a lot of independent stuff. Like, let people do your own masterpiece. You have no limits, no strings attached.
None.
You can just do your own thing.
Yeah.
That's really nice. So I want to ask you, what first got you into tattooing?
So I've always really been into art. Since I was a kid, my parents were into art, so it's something that I've always wanted to pursue. It wasn't necessarily the job I was anticipating going in, but it kind of just trickled in line and I fell in love with it.
And what's been the most challenging tattoo you have done so far?
So I do a lot of cover-ups. So there was a client that I had who was in prison and had gotten some rough tattoos, and it was a full forearm of Japanese work, and we did a full cover-up on the entirety of his arm, and it was definitely a learning experience, but I feel like it came out pretty good.
Are you any future tattoos you want to try out?
I love doing neo-traditional work and lady faces. I'm always down for that, so any type of interpretation of that would be perfect.
What's your favorite part about festivals like this?
Festivals like this, the people are really nice. I usually don't go out often, but I am a social butterfly, so I've made like 3 new friends already. The people are really nice, and I'm also from Florida, so I'm not used to people being so nice. It's a really nice experience.
So, what first got you into tattooing?
I've just always thought tattoos were really cool, especially like the old school, traditional tattoo style. I've just always been into it. Thought it was really awesome.
What's been your most challenging tattoo you've done?
I'm honestly currently working on a back piece right now, and it has a lot of geometric elements to it, not a lot of black work and stuff like that. So it's a little more on the technical side. So yeah.
Any tattoos you're looking forward to doing in the future?
Honestly, finishing that back piece that I told you about, it's gonna be really cool when it's all done. Yeah.
What's the most favorite tattoo you've done so far?
Anything Brutal Black related.
Really? Hey, and what's your favorite thing about the festival so far?
How much of a community sense there is. Everybody kind of knows each other. Everybody's cool with each other.
So, what's your favorite tattoo style to do right now?
I'm a big new school and anime guy. I love anything big, bold, and colorful.
Okay, so anything that's a lot of realistic, fantasy-wise.
Anything that I can really put some really fun dimension in my line work and get some really bright colors in. I like to get creative and do things outside of the normal. And with new school and anime, I don't follow the standard path for color theory and things like that. I kind of just get weird with it,
Okay. And what's the most favorite tattoo you've done up to this point?
Favorite? I don't know. I'm fortunate that I get to tattoo every day. So it's really hard to find a favorite because I love the ability to keep doing this every day, whether small or big. I'm really grateful for that. I got really known for this Chucky tattoo. It was Chucky, and inside the knife was Chucky. It was like Chucky Finster, and that was the biggest tattoo I've ever done.
And, all right, one last question. Who or what inspired you to do tattoos?
I've wanted to tattoo since I was 12. I grew up around a tattoo shop. I was going with my brother-in-law at the time while he was getting tattooed, and the owner of the shop was like, "You keep drawing, I'll hang up your designs in the shop, and I'll pay you for them, and then maybe one day you can learn how to tattoo." And from there, you couldn't have told me any different. I was going to tattoo when I got older.
Got you into tattooing?
It's kind of a long story, but I always wanted to tattoo. I actually was vet tech before and got attacked by a dog, and it tore up my hand real bad, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to be able to do my artwork and finally chase my dreams and become a tattoo artist.
That's insane. I didn't know you were bitten by a dog.
Yeah.
Well, looks like it all worked out.
Yeah, it did.
So, what's the most challenging tattoo you've done up to this point?
Ooh, that is a tough question. Oh gosh. I'm currently currently working on my very first lady face, so that's pretty challenging. I don't ever tattoo people or faces, so it's going to be exciting to see how it turns out.
Okay. Hey, anything that inspired you as you continue tattooing?
I never thought I would love it as much as I do, but I really love American traditional tattoos, like that style. Before I really got into it, I wanted to do neo-traditional stuff, but the more I see American traditional, the more I fall in love with it.
Okay.